I am GInny, and I am a screw-up. I am wearing a tiara because it matches my rubber chicken purse that I also carry. And I would love to say that I'm wearing a tiara for a particular reason or to celebrate something, but no, it's Tuesday. And sometimes people say, why are you wearing a tiara? And I say, why aren't you? So I did teach high school, and I actually kept an array of tiaras in my classroom. And there were many, many days where my students would come in, and I'm frustratedly writing on the board or something like that, and I have a tiara on, and they know it's a tiara day. We better don't add to it. And sometimes they would come in, and they would say, Miss Moorefield, I need a tiara today. Can I borrow one? I'm like, Pumpkin, you go pick one. Not that one. That's mine. But you can pick one from over here. And my fellows would as well. So sometimes we have tiara days. But I am a screw-up. And I am so glad I got here and I saw that this is an informal kind of place. I'm like, I don't have to be a grown-up. Okay, I can do this. Because I have no idea what I'm supposed to talk about. And that is not a joke. I have no idea. And it's not like they called me yesterday and said, hey, can you come and fill in? It's not like that at all. I've known about this since September of last year. I didn't know what I was going to talk about then, and I don't have any more clarity now than I did in September. And the lyric that got sung earlier where it says, you don't hide yourself to tease us, I call shenanigans. Because I don't know about y'all, but I serve a snarky God. A snarky God, a wise, a powerful, a loving, a forgiving, a grace-giving, a everything best for me desiring, snarky God. So I hope that whatever falls out of my face is from him. I do have ADD. I have OCD, anxiety, and I didn't have any of those things until that one right there was born 16 years ago. But I have all those things now, so I will probably ramble. I'm going to go ahead and ask you to forgive me for that, but I have no idea what I'm supposed to tell you. There's nothing about me that is special or out of the ordinary or spiritual or wise, or I am a screw-up. And I'm not a theologian. I did go to a Baptist university, so I was required to take Old Testament and New Testament. But I do know that if you look through biblical history, it's full of screw-ups. To my knowledge, God has only used one perfect person. So, and even the two that he created were screw-ups, like from scratch. And so I figure, okay, and he and I have gone round and round and round about this, about what it is that I am supposed to say. Why am I here? I don't know how. I deal in sign language. I do not deal with these things. I talk with my hands, but not like this, and I don't know what I am doing. So I hope that something is beneficial. But so last September, my friend Kathy, I can't see because I'm blinded. She's out there somewhere. Anyway, she said, you gotta come and do this. And I honestly, ever since from September or July of last year until this morning in the bathroom after breakfast, I thought that the reason that they asked me to come and speak tonight because the topic was conversations with God. And I found after our catastrophic car accident that left my baby in a wheelchair, I started talking to God, and I found a way to kind of sort through feelings by writing. And God talks to me a little bit differently than I think he talks to most people, because most of our conversations start with, Pumpkin. So I started writing out these conversations, and I think I've gathered them all up, and they're on a blog now, so they're still in rough draft, because again, ADD. My goal is to one day get them kind of polished and all the autocorrects and stuff out, but if you'd like to read any of those conversations with God, it's One Awesome Mama, all together, all lowercase, oneawesomemama.blogspot.com. And I have kind of collected all of those conversations, but I started in September, and I said, God, I started before that, because when Kathy said, you got to come and do this, send us a video. I'm like, of what? She said, just of you, just tell us your story. Sounds simple, doesn't it? Okay, I have a catastrophic car accident, I have rough marriage, I have second child, have a divorce, where do you want me to start? And so I literally sent them a video that says, I don't know what you want to know, but this is me. I'm a screw up, I'm a success, I'm an interpreter, I'm a teacher, I'm a boy mom. I can be that mom if you tell my kid he can't do something or doesn't have access to something. And that's just me. I don't know what you want to know. And then, so they let me know that, we'd like for you to come and talk about this. And they gave me the topic, and I thought, oh, okay, well, they've seen my Facebook post, so that's what I'm supposed to do. So I'm like, okay, God, here's the sitch. I've been asked to come and speak on your behalf, and, you have taught me a lot of stuff, especially these last 2 years since my husband left. It's been a crazy dark time. But you and I we walked some roads, God, so I have learned whatever you want said, that's what I'm going to say. And I am here for you. I am here for you. I will say what you tell me to say. You tell me what to say. Appreciate that. All right. So then life goes along, and, October, November, December, they're always a blur. So about January, hey, listen, wanted to check in. I know you've got your own timing, because I have learned, right? If you want to let me know what it is that you would like for me to share, it's not about you. Totally have faith in you. Absolutely, you're going to do what you say you're going to do, and I know this. But if you can let me know what that is, I want to make sure that I am prepared, because I want to make sure that, I'm prepared, that I have scriptures ready, that I do good. I want to do good. Appreciate that. All right. And then life continues to happen. And then we get a little bit around April. And I'm like, okay, you're God, I'm not, I get that. How we doing on this, what am I supposed to do kind of thing, because there's going to be people, right? And you know who they are. I have no idea. You know what they need. I have no idea. Whatever you want said, I'm your girl, okay? Appreciate that. Okay. Okay. So I know that we've been working on the whole giving up control thing, and waiting, and faith is a verb. I get that. And I know that you are going to tell me what you want me to say in the time that you want me to say, and not me. So I'm taking my hands off of this. I trust you, but I got to say I'm getting a little nervous. And I know that you've kind of laid on my heart this whole monkey backpack thing, from February. And he's like, am I going with that? I don't know. Okay, we are going to drive this whole control lesson home. Okay, all right, I'm waiting on you. I got it. We get into June. I'm like, okay, lesson learned. You're in control. Can you please just tell me now? And in those times where I don't feel like it's an actual conversation, I feel like there's something, it's not going through, I have learned that if it's not going through, it's something that I have done, not something he has done. And I have learned to say, please show me what I have put between me and you that is keeping this back and forth from happening. So I did that. And a few days later, I'm still working on this whole monkey backpack thing, which is really good, by the way. But it wasn't right. It didn't fit because it wasn't a conversation that he and I had had. And I was like, God, I know that this message is from you because I know you gave it to me. I remember when you did. But it doesn't fit. It's not right. And then he was very quiet, and he said, the obstacle that you have put between us is you. I say, what? He's like, well, you have a tendency to like to be in the spotlight sometimes. I mean, look at me. You did a good job. Well, let me ask you, why are you going to do this talk? I am there for you, sir. I will say what you want me to say, but you will not tell me what that is. Well, are you going there to entertain, or are you going there to serve me? I mean, can I do both? No, you can't. All right. Okay, I get it. All right, God, so what I need you to do, I need you to humble me because you're right. I like to be the center of attention. I like to make people laugh. I like to tell stories. I like to be silly. I like to have fun. But that's me, and that's not you. And what I want is for whoever is watching this, and whenever they're watching this, I want them to see you and not me. I knew you'd get it. So what I need you to do then is scoop all of me out so that there's room for you. And if you could just fill me up with whatever you want to come out, but take all of me out so that you come through. That I can do. So I was like, okay, so I need to be humble. That's what I need to do. So none of the writings that I have done that people have said, oh my gosh, you got to turn this into a book. I'm an ideas man. I'm not a follow through. I went through all of those writings, and I'm like, that's why I couldn't pick one, because they were mine. They weren't his. And I kept stumbling on, but I know that these writings are the reason that I was asked to speak. And then this morning, again, after coffee, on the toilet, who has their best conversations with God in the bathroom? Don't lie. Come on. Shower. Yep. Because when are you the most vulnerable? In the bathroom. But this morning, I was flipping through Facebook. And my post from last night is, so tomorrow is the talk I'm supposed to give, where I still don't know exactly what I'm supposed to say. But I think that's by design. I think the Lord knows me well enough to know that if I have a clear picture, I'll rehearse. If I rehearse, I'll try to make it better. If I try to make it better, I start speaking instead of him, and that's where the wheels come off. I keep thinking about the time that I was asked to speak at a church about the accident, and someone in the congregation who had read my conversation with God said, "You're a much better writer than you are a speaker." And they're right. They were right. they didn't say it quite as bluntly like that. It was a little more loving. I honestly don't know what to expect or what to do or what to say, so it ought to be divinely interesting. Some prayers for nerves and wisdom and clarity would be appreciated. When I flipped through the comments, found one from Miss Kathy Davis. Most of the comments were, God's got this, you got this, everything's great. Kathy's was just about to message you when I saw your post. One of the reasons the group loved your video was the raw honesty. Please don't come in feeling like you have to have answers or a major revelation. We ain't that smart. Raw honesty is God's gift to our audience. So, I have no idea what I'm supposed to tell you. One last proof, because I am afraid of Kim now. A little bit. One last proof, biblical proof, right here, that God is a snarky God. I get the daily scripture from the Bible app. Oh, wow, they started my clock over. Tosh, I'm so sorry. This is today's verse. I screenshotted it, so I don't have Matthew 6, verse 7 and 8. And when you pray, do not keep on babbling like pagans, for they think they'll be heard because of their many words. Do not be like them, for your Father knows what you need before you ask him.